Guys, it's Chris Mom. So it is about 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's obviously Free Advice Friday. I don't know why I'm up. Sometimes I have insomnia and it drives me crazy. For a long time I was taking like sleeping pills and stuff like that, but I am not a pill person. So I started taking melatonin, and it does seem to help, but obviously it only lasts for about an hour, and then you have to like wake up and take more. But anyway, I ramble. So I just kind of wanted today to talk about, I've talked about parenting, I've talked about forgiveness, but things that have been weighing on my mind lately are how we treat others. And I think in the age of social media, we have this, computer or camera or whatever. Hold on, my camera is a little crooked. Sorry for coming in so close. We have this kind of faceless, even though we're so socially connected, we're actually totally separated. And what I'm saying is I am typically a conservative person. But I guess I educate myself. I don't know. I mean, I don't just look at one area. I look, there's definitely multiple news sources that I use. There's different websites that I go to. And I just feel like I really try to educate myself on current events or what things are going on. And I'm not making this political. This is just where my mind is. I was in a group the other day, and the purpose of the group is kind of like social awareness, and we were to watch 2 videos and kind of give us our thoughts on the 2 videos. Now, this is a mixed group. It is a mixed age group. It's mixed ethnicities. It's actually a really cool, diverse group. But things quickly got out of hand. And some of the venom and hatred that was being spewed on both sides, I just sat back and my heart just hurt. It really, really hurt. Why do we feel that we have the right to speak to people that you don't know so hatefully? And probably things that you would never say to their face. And I think some people do it for like the shock and awe value. But why? Why are we treating each other like this? Why are lines drawn in the sand and people are not willing to come and sit down at the table and have a conversation and have a mature conversation, not name calling? And with that conversation, maybe you'll leave the table and not have your whole fundamental beliefs changed, but can appreciate what that person on the other side of that table is speaking about or going through. And you have to validate their truth, because that's what perception is. That's what someone's life is their truth. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to, I guess just simply you just don't have to agree with it, but you do have to respect them, and you do have to value if a person is saying, hey, this is how I feel, this is how I perceive my life to be. That's their reality. And how dare you go after someone and be heinous and nasty? I don't understand it. We can never come together as a people, and we could never come together as a country if we constantly draw those lines in the sand and spew venom and hatred. Because if that's what you're doing on both sides, then you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. So let's just stop and pause and realize that that's a human being on the other end of that. Yeah, you may not know them. You get to type away, but stop. Think about that. That's somebody's mother, or that's somebody's sister, or that's somebody's brother, or somebody's father. that could be your best friend over there that you haven't even really got to meet, because you're going to sit there and spew all this hatred and venom. And I don't know. I mean, I'm 46 years old, and honest to God, I must have been living in a bubble, because I thought my generation had done better. I thought that we had moved past so many things. And to see what is going on right now, and how you cannot sit and have a conversation with someone, you're triggering them, or you're judging them, or you're phobic of something, or you're racist, or there's labels. And when we keep putting people with labels, we put them in boxes, and we group all those boxes together. And we're human. We're going to do it. There's going to be things that are just no deals. They're just, this is how it is. I'm not going to change my mind. It's good, bad, or indifferent. Can probably be bad for the most part, because you're not willing to take the things out of the box and look at them for what they are, because you've lumped everything together. So everything in that box, man, that's how it is. That's not the truth, though. Because I guess if I were going to be labeled, obviously by the tone of my skin, I'm white. But you don't know my heritage. You don't know what's running through my veins. You don't know who's in my family. I'm a Christian. I'm conservative for the most part. I'm probably more a moderate, but I mean, I'm conservative. I'm pro-life. But it doesn't mean that I can't sit down next to a person who is not pro-life, not Christian, not of my race, and have a meaningful conversation and get to learn who that person is. And I don't understand why we can't do this anymore. And I don't have to agree with that person's lifestyle. That doesn't mean I'm judging them. I just don't agree with their lifestyle, or I don't agree with whatever it is. That's not judging that person. That's not being phobic of that person. It just might simply mean, hey, I don't agree. But there's a lot of things I don't agree with. And I know I'm kind of like rambling right now, but like I said, my heart was really hurt. I was really, really shocked. Like, I knew things were kind of crazy right now, but I didn't realize it was to the level of what it was. I mean, my mind was just blown. But most of all, it hurt me. It hurt me to see people doing this to one another. And we have to stop. Guys, we've got to stop. Nothing will get solved by this. So next time you see the person who kind of cockles your feathers, stop for a minute. Walk over to the person, shake their hand, introduce yourself, and sit down, have a cup of coffee, and talk to them and have a conversation, because it's never going to change until we sit down and break down walls and break down these barriers and have these conversations. And don't do it out of meanness, and don't do it out of spite. Doing it in a loving manner where, again, you may walk away from the conversation and say, you know what? I'm going to respect your beliefs. I still don't believe them. And that's fine. But at least you've sat and made yourself aware of what this person is going through, and vice versa. Now they're aware of your thoughts. And, maybe they're not as bad as you thought they were. All right, guys, that's my thoughts for the day. Stop labeling people. Stop drawing lines in the sand. Let's make things better for each other. God forbid, let's at least make things better for our children. All right, guys. Have a blessed day. Happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there. Happy Mother's Day to all you single daddies out there. Hey, I was a single parent for a long time. It's hard. The struggle is real, but you can do it. All right, guys. God bless.